Hello, hello, replay viewers. Sorry if you were waiting a little bit. Just some news that I got in right after I typed in that I was going to scope. Hi, how are you? Right after I typed in that I was going to scope, I saw from a couple of my friends in Nepal. Nepal just had a really big earthquake, like a 5.0. So it took me a little bit because I was checking in on his scope there, and everybody that, as far as I know, everybody's okay. But I'm sure we'll find out about later. But everybody just keeps some good thoughts for Nepal. They've had their... Okay, so, rare sighting of me. Hi, everybody. I am at work today, which usually I have Fridays off, so I'm usually at home on my computer. But today I had to babysit today because the girls that I nanny for, their grandfather's usually here, but he's not feeling very good today. So I did bring, hang on, let me switch this around. Well, I did bring my extra tablet. So I could do a little sketching, and I thought that I could show you guys some quick little stuff on here. Hopefully I won't get too much of a reflection. I don't know really how to block it because I'm not used to doing it on here. All right, so people who say that they can't do digital art or they don't know it or it's expensive, you can try it out. You can play around with it on a basic level, maybe not as much as, like me with Corel Painter 2016. But as you can see, this is just a little 8-inch, 7-inch Nexus tablet. So I'm going to turn this on and slide it up. So this one is not connected to the internet here, so I can't go to show you the apps. But if you go to the App Store, you'll see a list of apps. If you put in Sketchbook, you will find a list of apps you can use. Now the one that the one I'm going to use and show you today is the Sketchbook right here. So, kind of looking into it. So this is Sketchbook. This is the free version. It's absolutely free. It's an app. You could put it on a tablet. You could put it on your phone. It's just a little portable sketchbook with very basic tools. Let me prop it up here for a second. Oh, okay. Hi. I'm at work here today. Good morning. And since I'm at work, usually I'm at home with my computer, but since I'm at work, I brought the extra little tablet here, and I'm going to show Sketchbook, which is an app that you can use on your phone or on a tablet, and it's just like a little sketchbook, and this is a free version. So if anybody was ever interested in trying digital art, I'm a nanny, so I'm at a house. It's nap time. Oh, see, I don't have Pro. This is just the free little version to mess around with. And I thought, there's so many people who said, oh, I can't do digital art. Hi, Cranberry. I forget your real name, Cranberry. I don't know if you ever even told me, but people say, oh, I can't do digital art. And I'm like, you can try it, and you can try it for free. So it won't even bother you, your pocketbook if you want to try it. And it could go on your phone or a tablet, and you can carry it around. Maria, that's right. Maria, Lantern Maria. Okay. Yeah, I've been there, done that. I have 3 sons who are fortunately kind of grown, and now I babysit 3 days a week for one of my neighbors. So, anyway, it's quiet time. We don't call it nap time because they fight. It's a Nexus. This is an older one. So, because this is my old one that my husband got when he bought me my new one. All right, good to see you later. So, This program is Sketchbook. You can find it it's by Autodesk, and you can find it in any app store. I was trying to get the internet on here. Yeah, right. That's exactly right. Did you download this app? Okay, well, there you go. I'm going to show you around a little bit and maybe do some stuff. So, starting to left to right, if you hit up here, this is where you could start a new sketch. You could save it, and you can save, if you have pictures that are saved, you have a gallery, so that's where you would see them, where you could, like if you're in the middle of working on something and you save it, then when you come back, it should show up right away. But if you work on another one, and then you say you want to go back to your old, another drawing and work on it some more, you can hit the gallery. I do not have anything in the gallery on this one because this is my old tablet. So I don't really use it that much anymore. This is a very basic tablet, easy to use. There is a settings here, and in the settings you can set your preferences, which is just some basic things like tap and hold, of functions and how they would work. And it is connected to DeviantArt, which means that you can upload your work right to DeviantArt from this program. Let's see. I'm trying to look and do that. It does make me hit it every time. There's a quick tour, which will show you about it, and then about. Okay, one of the most important buttons and the best thing about digital art is this little button up here. This is the undo button. If you screw up, you hit that, it will undo it. But say if you undid it, but then you wanted to go back, you can hit this button and it'll go back and forth. It can toggle. Alright, here's all the fun stuff. You have some basic tools here. We can do the that's not for me, so just let it ring. It's telemarketers. Ha ha ha. Okay, you can do the symmetry, where you could have horizontal and vertical, which I'll show you some of that. That's kind of cool. And some basic shapes, the draw style. You have a fill tablet and a text box. Basic list of a pencil, different pencil leads, 2 sizes of airbrush, ballpoint pen, more of like a micro pen, 2 different brush sizes, 2 different markers, and these are erasers. One is sharp edge, one is soft edge, and of course you can adjust each and every one with how big and how dark. So then you have your color, which works very much same as like Corel Painter and Photoshop, where it's the color wheel, and then like if you pick this, then you can glide around in here to get the exact tone you want. There's a little color picker up here. And this program, look at I already marked, this program gives you access to 3 layers, which you can add as you go. Now, yesterday, I taught the little girl I babysit now. She has an older sister who came home from school. She's 7, and her cousin is like 10 or 11. And I taught them how to do drawings on this program in probably 10 minutes, and they were playing with it. So if they could do it, you could do it. Anybody could do this. So let's see. We're going to start a new sketch. No, I don't want to save my current thing. I didn't even know I had a current. Probably was just blank. Okay. Now, this is a little awkward because I don't have my setup, so I'm kind of like holding this tablet and drawing with the other one. But if you're willing to bear with me, then I'm willing to do it. So first I'm going to show you the symmetry because it is kind of fun to play with. And we'll do a horizontal, and you'll see it up here, what you have. And then say I'm going to come over here and I'm going to pick, for the fun of it, we'll pick a marker. And it shows the brush stroke and the current color. So I mean, I could adjust it and make it lighter or darker and fatter or smaller. So I want it a little fuzzy because I'm going to just do something fun to demonstrate here. So this is just like mine, where if I draw half on here, the other half will go right here. So watch. See? You can easily draw on either side. Yes. As easy as that. And it'll be perfect perfect on each side. So you can draw different things and have, half of a snowflake or half of a triangle, and you'll have the other side be perfect. And then when you want to get rid of that all you have to do is hit it like that. So we'll go new sketch and discard. So I'm going to start out with my first layer, which will be right here. It's going to be a background. And that's basically the only other thing to kind of learn on this would be your layering. I'm going to use an airbrush, narrow it down a little bit. Let me get a color here. And oh, you can also zoom in and out just like that. So you can set it up if you want it to be the other direction. You can rotate it later too. So undo. All right, I myself like to start out my composition where I could see the whole paper, because that way you can kind of lay it out better. And this is just going to be a very quick little sketch, and nothing like really with it. Yeah, I'll start out far so I can get my whole like basic shapes in, and then I'll zoom in and work on the details as I go. So I'm just going to do a little suggestion here of, and you see how easy it is. It's like finger painting. It really is. Well, Well, you get the details in. This is just all in a background. Sorry about my little humming. I just kind of do that. And so we'll do a little shade up here. And I actually kind of want it to go a little lighter so it'll blend better. And you can tap it in. Give it more of a little blended look. Hold you up here, you can kind of see I'm just darkening the edges a little. Give it some interest, little frame of blend it in a little bit. Now I'm going to go to a separate layer, so I can always come back to this, and I'm going to color sample. Here's the color sample, and all you do is you slide it over what color you want, and it'll change. The little ring will change. So then match that color. So you come over here, and all I'm going to do is hit the plus, and a new layer has come up. So now if I draw on this layer, it will not affect anything in this bottom layer. And say if I drew my sketch first, and then I wanted to add a background, I could always slide these into position. So now the background is, this layer is on top, and then it's this layer, and then there's room for one more. So whatever order you have them in is how they're layered. And you kind of have to think of each layer almost as like a piece of glass. So they can go on top of each other, but it's not going to like affect the paint under there. But you will see colors depending on what you use. You'll see colors through it. The Pro has a lot more brushes and different things than this. This free version is great for sketching, taking outdoors. It's pretty simple and basic. I let the kids play on it when I'm here because they like drawing stuff, and then I'll post their pictures to their parents' Facebook page, and they think it's all super cool. But yeah, if you if you really get into it, I would consider the Pro. But you said you put it on your phone. I wouldn't get the Pro unless you have a tablet or something to put it on with a little bit of a bigger screen, at least this size, if not bigger. I've seen some really good things done with Pro, like you couldn't tell it was on a tablet, like on an iPad or an 11 or 10-inch screen size tablet. So I would either have a bigger tablet or I wouldn't go Pro for your phone. That's the only thing. Because I don't think it would be so small. I don't think it wouldn't be optimal. Well, I can't even talk today. Wouldn't be right to be able to hit like all the buttons and everything that you need to do with Pro. So I would think now if you have a computer and you're interested in, I think this is perfect for people to play around and see if digital is even interesting to them. I think it's an awesome program because like this will fit in my purse, and I can take this and do sketches when I'm sitting at the park or waiting for my husband or the kids or somebody in the car, or I'm somewhere, and it's kind of boring, or at my parents', and I can do sketches and things on here, which then I can refer back to when I go to my yes, it is great for sketching. Or I can refer back to when I do digital, or I can email them to my email, which then I can take from my, the picture from the email and put it into my computer program. So, I mean, that works that works great. If you get interested in the digital art, there are some free programs for your computer that actually are pretty good. I think the favorite free program I've seen out there is called Krita. It's Krita. So if you want to mess around on a bigger screen on your computer, that would be a good one. The only downside is you are sort of drawing with your mouse unless you go out and buy a tablet. Yes, Krita. And it is possible to do halfway decent with the mouse if you train yourself into, figuring that out. And then if you really like it, that's when you would go and invest in a tablet and a pen, or one of the newer drawing tablets, which those are a little pricey still, but I mean, it all depends on your budget and your interests, I guess. There's like Surface Pro, you can write with the pen right on the screen. There's some, they go anywhere from about $800 to like $5,000, the ones that you actually write the screen on. But you could get a regular like bamboo tablet, probably for $100 or so, and use it with the Krita program. And then you would have more control with a stylus pen. And I would look, if you look into getting a tablet and a pen. Yeah, if you get a tablet and a pen and looking for a pen that is pressure sensitive, because I think that makes a big difference. Hi, how are you? Your butterfly and flower was beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go to a pencil here really quick. I want to switch. I'm just messing around with this digital program. If you have any questions, just ask. I'm just kind of playing around here today because I'm not at home. Usually I'm home on Fridays and I can work on something, but I got called in to be here and I couldn't let her down. Okay. Now I'm just going to do maybe a little still life thing. We'll see what we have. I'm kind of looking through my screen and drawing. I'm not really looking at the screen, so. But this is Sketchbook. This is the free version, and you can do quite a bit with it. You can see my tablet's pretty small. Let's see. I'm just going to do a quick little sketch. And this is on the top layer now, so it's going to sketch on top of the program that I already had. I think I'm going to do a little bunch of grapes or something in here. Leaves. Maybe a plum. Oh my gosh, wouldn't you know it? My husband's calling. You know what? He could just wait. I'll call him back. That's what he does to me when he's at work. Terrible. Let's see. We'll do like a bottle of wine or something, or a vase. Vase is easier, probably. Alright, so it's just a simple layout on this layer. And I can zoom in and zoom out on it. And just move it around with two fingers this way, that way. I'm going to switch this and get a brush. I want it to be a little bigger, but not too big. And a little darker, but light enough to blend in. And let's start with, let's see. Let's see, we'll do some grapes or something. I'm just kind of, oh, sorry. I'm trying to like draw and hold this tablet, so it's all one-handed here, but we're just going to kind of put in some shapes. I mean, this is like the stuff you could do when you're around, out and about. You see something, you know, you're waiting to get your car worked on, or you're at the DMV like Kayla was, or you know, whatever your situation is, and you can just kind of say, okay, I'm gonna work on some stuff, and then you get out your little tablet. Oh, see, that hit by accident. And let's see, we're gonna put a little reflection of that in there, a little bit under there. And let's see, let's go for a peachy color. Maybe do a peach. And then I'm just laying down some dark shapes, and I'll do another layer and do like all the detail stuff on top of it, and then that's kind of what you got. Oh. And how about like a plum? So I'm going to get rid of this here. I'm going to make that all a vase because I want a different color. I don't want to get too complicated. I'm just, let's see. Get a pretty, like, grayish, light gray. And depending what tool you use, the colors will blend through a little more or not. This is a paintbrush one, so it's okay, but oh, I meant, see, I got a boo-boo there, so I need to color match it so I could cover it up because I didn't notice it right away. But cover that up. Now I want to go back to that color because I want to be in the same realm. I just want to get it a little grayer for the inside. Anyway, so what are you guys up to today? This is me at work. Having fun. I guess I'll make just some leaves or something there. This is going to be the... Oh, I want that to be smaller. So, way small. And then maybe I'll zoom in a little bit. Do a couple leaves. Oop, get rid of those dots. Okay, I just add like a little vine or something. Hi! I'm just showing off this little app. It's just a little digital app. It's totally free, Karen. Hi! It's a free app called Sketchbook. And this is the free version. Very basic. But, look at it. It's on this little tablet. It's on a little tablet. I'm at work today, so I had to bring something else with me. But it's on a little tablet. It's free at the App Store. So you could get 3 layers on it. And you could kind of color around and play around with it. Yeah, it's a cool little app. I like taking it with me. And it has like undo, and I forgot I was still small. And you can do different sizes for blending, and see, you could play around with this one and figure some stuff out. But I like using this when I'm out and about. I'll just sketch or play around with stuff that I see. It's not complicated at all. Yesterday I taught a 7 and a 10-year-old how to do this in like 10 minutes. I swear to God. And they were doing pictures, and I posted them to their parents' Facebook page. Literally 10 minutes. You could only do 3 layers. As you can see, there's my layers. It'll show you what's on each one. So I have a background layer, and I have another layer. Oh, good. Yeah, post them. That would be great. I know people are scared of it, but this is free. It can put on your phone or a tablet, and you take it with you, and you can just play around with it. And I can add one more layer if I want. You have a basic color wheel. It's so just touch and get what color you want. It only has like 2 airbrushes, a pencil, a pen, a sharp pen, a couple markers, and you can adjust how big or small, and how light or dark you'd like it. And then there's some simple symmetry, some shapes. You can add text to things if you wanted. A fill tool if you're, draw like that. I don't usually use a full tool. An undo button, and then you can save it and have a gallery. It's pretty simple there. You'd be able to figure that out, I'm sure. So I want to be in that range. So I'm gonna, this is my color picker. You just put it over what color you're looking for. And I just wanted to go to a slightly, yeah, well, you could put this on your phone too if you have a smartphone. I don't have a smartphone. But tablets have come down in price now. Like you said, I know you were talking about how you go to the beach and you like to sketch when it's nice. Great, thanks for stopping by. I'll look forward to seeing your posts in the group. Awesome. But I mean, this is a way to take it, and it's all like right here in your pocket. You could have 100 drawings in your pocket. And the good thing is you can email them to yourself, and then you could print them out on a printer, on a computer printer, if you wanted them for reference. Yes, it would be great for the beach. You just stick it in there, and everything's right there for you to just kind of to get ideas. It is very basic, so it's not like and you have to do it with your finger. I mean, there's tablets that you can use a stylus because you do a lot of fine work with your illustrations, but you could still get like basic ideas and shapes that you wanted, or like you said, your landscapes that you like to do, and then you can at least have the idea with you from there and bring it home, the kind of feeling you wanted to get with it, and it gives you something to do. I use it when I'm in the car a lot. Yeah, I mean, I have seen some really neat things done with Sketchbook, but like on an iPad-sized tablet, the larger tablets, and or there's a Pro that you pay for, which I would never pay for this small tablet. But I mean, you can see it does. I have some shading going on here. So it all depends on how much time you want to kind of like go back and forth with it. It's just, especially like I let the kids I watch. I'm at work right now. That's why I'm doing this, because usually I'd be at home on my big computer. But the older kids, when they come home, they like to draw and do stuff, and it's like a treat. They get to play on my tablet. And then we'll post the pictures to their parents' Facebook page. And I just think that having them familiar with the digital art is always kind of good. Oh, let's put in. Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool. And, I could zoom way in here. Oh, it just went out. Undo. That's the best thing I'll show you. Look, I got a big boo-boo here. I just erase it. That's what I love. But I could zoom in and get more detail. Well, thanks for stopping by anytime. Yeah. If you give it a try, I'd love to see it. I think you'd really be awesome at it. You'd be like next thing you know. Thank you. Hi, Aldine. I haven't seen you for a little while. Let's see. How are you doing? I'm just playing around with this little free sketchbook tablet because I'm at work today. And I haven't scoped for a while, so I was like, oh, I better get on there before people forget who I am. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, was it that really bad one? I had an awful, awful cold this year, and I can't even. I don't like that's not dark enough. I can't even tell you. I don't. I probably don't even want to tell you because I don't want you to be all. I was. I didn't stop and take care of myself though either because there's a bunch of stuff going on, but I was so sick. It was about a month. It wasn't that good. Oh, get rid of that dot. Well. Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, mine was. I was like, I was hacking up half a lung. I was like, oh my lord. Last month was not a good month. I'm so glad I'm past last month. I can't even begin to tell you. So have you ever played around with any of the digital art stuff? I'm going to blend those in a little bit later. What's this little still life going on here? Oh, so you should try it. It's really simple. Like I said, I taught kids I babysit. I taught them how to do some drawings on it. Playing around. They did it yesterday. Um, it's pretty intuitive. I mean, you have up here is just where you get a new sketch or save your sketches. You have an undo button. Um, some basic little things in there about that's your only the brushes. It's pretty limited, but you can mess with them a little bit. And a color wheel, and then 3 layers. You can have up to 3 layers. So it's really kind of simple. But for like sketching and messing around, thanks. Yeah, I mean it's just my fingers, and this is a small tablet, so it's kind of it's not the easiest. A bigger tablet is better, but I'm just playing around and not really doing anything serious because it's playing around. And I forgot to do another layer, so I'm gonna have to like go in here and. Oh, it's the wrong layer. That's why it wasn't getting rid of them. See, I have to go in here and kind of paint over these lines because I forgot to do it on a different layer. This is Autodesk, just Autodesk Sketchbook. It's free in the App Store. It's just an app. It's not even a program. It's just a little app. Put some shadow behind there. Yeah, you go to, wherever you get your apps from. And you just play around with it for free. Don't like it, uninstall it. But for free, it's really nice. Like, I like taking it when I'm traveling around. I could, waiting in the car for the kids or whatever it is you're doing. Oh, I wanted to airbrush. That's why. Burp, burp. I'm not really paying attention. That's half my problem. Yeah, it is kind of like finger painting for grown-ups, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That was a good way to put it. So sample these colors so I'll get back in the right shade. Is I want to do a little highlight. And then I'll do another layer where I come in and do some details. Yeah, that's what I was saying, like, compared to my big digital art program, for anybody who, one, never thought they could do digital art, hey, yes you can. Two, you don't want the expense if you don't know what you're going to like, but, which I understand. But, you get on here and try it and see if it's something you're even interested in. And then go bigger for there, and this is free. So, thank you for asking people to come and visit us. There's not too many people visiting around here today. But is it snowing? Oh, it's pretty here. Wait, let me look you. We have sunshine outside here in Michigan today. So I'm like, this winter's been good for me. Come back in here. So I cannot just mess around on something. I'll be like, oh, it's going to end up being a whole finished thing. And I'll probably end up posting it on the group and saying, hey, this is what I did in my scope, everybody. Don't you wish you would have came? I know, it's middle of the day, though. But I, unfortunately, have to scope. Well, that's good. That Nebraska and stuff got really bad snow, too. Alright. So. Anyway. Yes, they can always watch the replay. That's what I put out there, too. So I was just basically showing the features of this. And I don't know how much more detail I'm going to put into this drawing, actually, because wasn't really keeping it. But that's what I did. Yay! I might do some reliefs. Let me get a marker or a pen. Let's try that for some detail. The only thing is with this is you do have to limit you're limiting your levels, your layers. So let's see, get real kind of light and small. We're going to zoom in here. little shading on these leaves. Big Dirty. Okay, hi, welcome. How are you? I'm just playing around with this digital app, Sketchbook. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to like read and write at the same time. All right, well, thanks for stopping by. It was good to see you again. Oh, I don't know if anybody has any questions. If you have a question about the sketchbook or I'm just kind of playing around here, making a little still life on my lunch break. Alright, so since everybody seemed to have gone now, finally, and then that's about where I'm at, everybody. And this tablet isn't connected to the internet, so I can't post it right now. Maybe I'll post it later. But that is playing around with Sketchbook. It's an app you could get in your app store. And if you try it, I would love to see you post your videos or your pictures. See you guys later. Thanks for spending your time with me.